Welcome to our parent training series, Behavior Principles, brought to you by Building Connections Behavioral Health, Inc. We're going to start off today by talking about the ABCs of behavior. The ABC model helps give us insight on new behaviors. It helps us to identify triggers as well as consequences when behaviors occur. The ABC model is easy to use and straightforward. Another advantage of ABC data is it allows the family to share with the professional exactly what happened in the moment, and the professional can then make decisions on what to do to change behavior. A refers to the antecedent, or event or activity that immediately precedes a problem behavior. The B refers to observable behavior. And the C refers to the consequence or event that immediately follows the response. With your supervisor's help, identify the antecedents to the behavior. Antecedents can include anything that happens in the environment, cues, directions, sounds. It might include behaviors of others, or a change in clothing, or a change in environment. Work with your supervisor to see if you can identify the antecedents in these scenarios. Susan hits Fred after he takes the book. Mary starts to interrupt her mother by screaming when she is on the phone. Let's move on to behavior. Behavior is any observable act your child does in reaction to the environment or antecedents. Finally, consequences. Consequences are the results or actions of events that directly follow the behavior. This can include the reaction of the parents or siblings in the environment. The function of behavior describes the functions that are maintaining behaviors. There are 4 functions of behavior. The 4 functions of behavior include escape, attention, access, and automatic reinforcement. Behavior analysts use functional behavior assessment to problem solve and identify events and predictors that maintain problem behavior. Let's take a peek at the following scenarios and see if you can help identify the function of behavior. A. Ryan is given a turkey sandwich for lunch. B. Ryan falls onto the floor screaming that he wants a Pop-Tart for lunch. C. His mother takes away the sandwich and gives him the Pop-Tart. What do you think the possible function might be? Let's move on to the next one. A. Ryan gets in the car to drive to school. B. Ryan starts to flap his hands. C. His mother turns the radio on to his favorite station. What do you think the possible function might be? Let's go to the next one. Ryan's mother tells him to clean his room. Ryan cries and whines to his mother and tells her that he doesn't want to clean his room. C. His mother gives him a big hug and tells him not to cry and talks to him about the importance of keeping his room clean. Let's do one more. Ryan's mother tells him to do his homework. Ryan runs away into his bedroom. His mother lets him stay up there because he is being quiet. What could the possible function be? Let's review some simple preventative strategies. For behavior-specific strategies for your student, please make sure that you talk to your behavior consultant. When analyzing the ABC data, you might identify a pattern of problem behavior that may be prevented by avoiding the triggers. It might be possible to prevent some problem behaviors by limiting trips to the restaurant, shops, and places involving waiting in line. Another tool for your toolbox would include to control the environment in which your child is in. This might mean putting expensive items away that could be thrown or damaged, putting locks on the cabinets to prevent the child from entry, putting a lock on the inside of the door to prevent your child from leaving. You may also control the environment by reducing the time in which you spend in an environment that may be overstimulating or challenging for your child. Examples of this include going to a birthday party for 1 hour instead of 3 hours, or going to the grocery store for 10 minutes instead of an hour. Switch the order in which activities happen. For example, if your child is engaged in a preferred activity, it'll be harder to get them to shift gears to things like homework or a non-preferred task without protest behavior. By reversing the order, you are able to have the child perform an activity or task that you want done and then rewarding them with the preferred activity. Respond early to precursor behaviors or early signs of problem behaviors. Allow extra assistance or remove your child from a situation that they may become overstimulated when they are presenting with the precursor behaviors. Consider changing the way you respond to your child. If one of your child's triggers is you saying no, then consider offering choices instead of saying no or answering by using humor. In place of ending a preferred activity abruptly or leaving a preferred situation without any warning, consider giving a 5 or 10-minute warning to your child. Address the setting events. Setting events are general conditions or situations that affect the child's behavior. Possible setting events may include being tired, hungry, or worried about being separated from mom and dad. Other examples may include loud sounds in the background, other children having behaviors, or certain routines that are being interrupted. Use visual and auditory cues. Visual and auditory cues, such as pictures, written lists, and timers, can remind a child about transitioning from one activity to another. Visuals and auditory cues can help a child process information and provide a sense of predictability and promote flexibility and independence with tasks for everyday living. Examples may include strategies such as visual schedules or choice boards. There are many other visual and audio cues in which you can use in your day. Talk to your behavior consultant for more ideas. Thank you to each of the parents who spend their time every day trying to figure out how to help their child. You guys are an amazing parent group, and we are glad that you attended our training. If you have further questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to your consultant. They'll be happy to help you.